Hello everyone. Today let's start a new topic, novel herbal drug delivery system. What do you mean by drug delivery? It is a method of process of administering a pharmaceutical compound to achieve a therapeutical effect in humans or animals. അപ്പോൾ നോവൽ ഡ്രഗ് ഡെലിവറി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പുതിയ മെത്തേഡ്സ് ആണ്. നമ്മൾ ഇതുവരെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്ത കൺവെൻഷണൽ മെത്തേഡ്സ് ആണ് അല്ലേ? The novel drug delivery system has been developed to overcome the limitations of the conventional drug delivery system and to meet the need of the healthcare profession. And these systems can be characterized as controlled drug release system and targeted drug delivery system. Next, targeted drug delivery system. Targeted drug delivery system, the major goal is to supply a therapeutic amount of drug to a target site അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു സ്പെസിഫിക് സൈറ്റ് ഇൻ അവർ ബോഡി. സി ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഇപ്പോൾ കോളൻ ടാർഗറ്റഡ്, ട്യൂമർ ടാർഗറ്റഡ്, അതൊക്കെ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ആണ്. ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു സ്പെസിഫിക് ഒരു സൈറ്റിലേക്ക് അപ്പോൾ അതിനെ ടാർഗറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം ആണ് ടാർഗറ്റഡ് ഡ്രഗ് ഡെലിവറി സിസ്റ്റം. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഇംപ്രൂവ് ദ ബയോ അവൈലബിലിറ്റി ആൻഡ് റെഡ്യൂസ് ദ ഓവറോൾ ടോക്സിസിറ്റി ആൻഡ് മോറോവർ ഇറ്റ് ഇംപ്രൂവ് ദ തെറാപ്പറ്റിക്കൽ ഇൻഡെക്സ് ഓഫ് ദ ഡ്രഗ്. Types of novel herbal drug delivery system: mouth dissolving tablets, liposomes, phytosomes, neosomes, proneosomes, transdermal drug delivery system, nanoparticles, microspheres, transferosomes, ethosomes. So these are some of the examples. Next, mouth dissolving tablets. It is a unique mouth dissolving drug delivery system, and one of the example is world's first polyherbal mouth dissolving tablet, which was launched by Ashoka Life Science. And trade name ആണ് റെസ്ക്യൂ ടാബ്ലറ്റ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, വിച്ച് ഈസ് എ ഹൈലി എഫക്റ്റീവ് ഫോർ ലങ് പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ആൻഡ് അതർ റെസ്പിറേറ്ററി എയിൽമെൻറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ആസ്മ. സോ ഇറ്റ്സ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഫോർ മൗത്ത് ഡിസോൾവിങ് ടാബ്ലറ്റ്സ്. അതായത് ഹെർബൽ ഡ്രഗ്സിൽ നിന്ന് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു മൗത്ത് ഡിസോൾവിങ് ടാബ്ലറ്റ്സ് ആണ് റെസ്ക്യൂ ടാബ്ലറ്റ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ. Controlled release formulation. The oral controlled and stable release dosage forms of granulated herb is possible either through matrix tablets or micro capsules. അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊരു 2-piece capsules ആണ് ഇപ്പോൾ മൈക്രോ ക്യാപ്സ്യൂൾസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ. ആൻഡ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ മെയിൻ അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സപ്ലൈ ഓഫ് ദ ആക്റ്റീവ് ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസ് ഫോർ എ സസ്റ്റൈൻ പീരീഡ് ഓഫ് ടൈം. അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. The examples for controlled release formulations are the patented formulations of hyperazine, echinosides, hyperforin, which are prepared in this method. And another example, ginkgo biloba. It's one of the US patented stable formulation. They prepare the microgranules from the ginkgo biloba leaves. It's a prolonged release formulation. Next one, liposomes. Liposome meaning lipid body. Broadly describes a small vesicles of a bilayer of a phospholipid which encapsulate an aqueous space ranging from 0.03 to 10 micrometer. Generally, the lipid membrane of the liposome consists of bilayer forming amplified cholesterol and a charge generating. The advantages are high biocompatibility, easiness of the preparation, the chemical versatility, and simple modulation of the pharmacokinetic properties. Liposomes are lipid membrane encloses a discrete aqueous compartment. Both hydrophilic and hydrophobic drugs can be delivered using the liposomal formulation. And the hydrophilic drugs are encapsulated in the aqueous core, whereas the hydrophobic drugs are entrapped in the phospholipid bilayer. And the liposomes have been administered parenterally, topically, and by inhalation. This is a schematic representation of the liposome formation. When the phospholipids are hydrated, the hydrophobic tails mutually attract and the hydrophilic heads seek the aqueous medium, forming a phospholipid bilayer around the aqueous core. The lipid bilayer then seal after to form a liposome. So the liposomes constructed of the polar lipids or phospholipid bilayer, and the lipid membrane encloses a discrete aqueous compartment, and the hydrophilic drugs are encapsulated in the aqueous core of the liposome, while the hydrophobic drugs are enwrapped in the phospholipid bilayer. So this liposome bilayer have the ability to encapsulate the hydrophobic and lipophilic drugs. Let's see some of the examples for the herbal formulation. This is a structure for curcumin liposome. Here you can see that the turmeric nutrients are encapsulated in the aqueous core of the liposome, and it increases the bioavailability so that it easily available to the bloodstream. Next one, neosomes. Neosomes are multilamellar vesicles formed from the non-ionic surfactants of alkyl or dialkyl polyglycerol ether class and cholesterols. Previously we discussed the liposomes. So these liposomes facing many problems, such as they are expensive and the phospholipids are chemically unstable, so that the neosomes are one of the advanced version of the liposome, and these neosomes do not have any of these problems. Next one, proneosome. Proneosomes are promising drug carrier or an alternative to the liposomes, and they are step forward to the neosome. So the proneosome gels can be converted into neosome on in situ hydration. That means they absorb the water from the skin and they are converted into the neosomes. So it can be utilized for various applications in drug delivery, especially at the desired site. Next, transdermal drug delivery system. The transdermal drug delivery system has an increased stake in the drug administration via the skin for both local therapeutical effects of the diseased skin, that means the topical delivery, and also the systemic delivery of the drugs. And some of the examples are the transdermal films of Boswellia serrata, Kundirikam nu parayum, boswellic acid, and curcumin from Curcuma longa. It's one of the few attempts to utilize the Ayurvedic drugs through the TDDS. Next, nanoparticles. It's a novel approach, and the nano-size herbal delivery system for the herbal drugs have potential future for enhancing and the activity of the phytoconstituent, and this overcoming the problems associated with the plant medicines. The nanoparticles are efficient delivery system, and they can deliver both hydrophilic and hydrophobic drugs, and the nanoparticles are ranging from the size 10 to 1000 nanometer. We can control the particle size, surface properties, and release of pharmacologically active agents, and site specific action of the drug at the therapeutically optimum rate and dose regimen. Let's see some of the example. One of the example is berberin nanoparticle. It is used for anti-cancer drug for the sustained drug release. Then another one, curcuminoid solid lipid nanoparticle. It's also anti-cancer and antioxidant for prolonged release of the curcuminoids. Next, microspheres. Microspheres are discrete spherical particles ranging in the average particle size from 1 to 50 micron, and they are biodegradable of synthetic polymers which are made of modified natural products such as polysaccharides, gums, proteins, and lipids. There are two types of microspheres. First one, microcapsules, second one, micromatrix. The microcapsules are completely surrounded by a distinct capsule wall, while the micromatrix, that is disposed throughout the material matrix. Microencapsulation is a useful method which extends the duration of the drug effect significantly and improves the patient compliance. The examples for microspheres in herbal formulation includes rutin, camptothecin, cedary oil, and quercetin. Next, ethosomes. It's a newer advancement in the patch technology, and it led to the development of the ethosomal patch, which consists of drug in ethosomes. The ethosomal systems are made up of soya, phosphatidylcholine, ethanol, and water, and they may form a multilamellar vesicles, and it has high entrapment capacity for particles of various lipophilicity. Next, transferomes. The transferomes are specially optimized particles or vesicles that can respond to an external stress by rapid and energetically inexpensive shape transformation. And the transferomes penetrate the stratum corneum of the skin so that we can supply the nutrients locally to maintain its function. One of the examples, capsaicin transforms for better topical absorption in comparison to the pure capsaicin. Another example is colchicine transforms. Then other novel approaches like herbal aerosols, microparticles of guggulolip, microcapsules with entrapped herbal extract, nanoparticles of the herbs, novel sustained release implant of the herbal extract using chitosan. So these are other novel approaches in herbal drug delivery. So curcumin is one of the most studied drug, especially in the nano formulations. Here you can see that the curcumin nano formulation used in the colorectal cancer. The formulations like phytosomes, solid lipid nanoparticles, cyclodextrin, nanogels, polymer nanocapsules, polymer nanoparticles, micelles, liposomes, gold nanoparticles. So all these formulations are made by using the curcumin from Curcuma longa because it's one of the potent drug in anti-cancer, and also it is used as a antioxidant. Let's see some of the marketed herbal drug delivery formulations. Two companies dominate the market for this system, Cosmotican and Intina. Cosmotican launches the Herbascus technology and they launches the liposomal preparations of white tea, green tea, white hibiscus, aloe vera, guarana, which are used in many cosmetic formulation. And Intina patented the technology of phytosomes, and the Intina commercializes the plant extracts of licorice, Centella asiatica, ginkgo biloba, green tea, and grapeseed. That's all. Thank you.